Hello and welcome back to my videos. I'm Klepik and today I will be selling my soul for some MIKU figures. I wrote that down as a joke, but it kind of makes sense if you think about it in my humble opinion, because I spent hours upon hours upon hours of my life for these drawings and I'm never going to get that time back. And every drawing I do takes hours upon hours and upon hours. So technically each drawing I do takes away a part of my soul, my essence, my being, my life that I'm never going to get back. Anyway, first commission. So I've had this in my drawings folder for a while, honestly, and I've been wanting to do a video on it for so long, and now I finally have the opportunity. Super excited. This drawing is the drawing that actually sparked the change in my art style. This was the first time I used such textured brush in my art style and incorporated hatching and rendering in my drawings. Before this drawing, I was going through a huge art style crisis in my digital art because I just wasn't really satisfied with it compared to my traditional art, but this piece was my turning point. This drawing is months old, months upon months old, but I still love looking back at it, which is pretty uncommon for me. Both of these commissions are from my friends from real life, by the way. Thought I'd mention that. My friend here really likes Yasha, specifically the white-haired guy. I've never watched Yasha, but they've seen every single episode, so while they can name him, I cannot. Anyway, she wanted a poster for her room because she was feeling like her room was kind of bland on the wall space specifically, so she decided to commission this from me to put on her wall. We decided it was going to be a Valentine's Day themed poster and kind of look like those anime magazine covers. I'll show some on my screen. I did have to change what the poster originally said to Japanese because her mom goes into her room, and if she saw Valentine's edition with that blushing man shirtless, because he was originally going to be shirtless. He was originally going to be shirtless, guys. She would really question my friend, but the words do just say Valentine's Day edition and, of course, the Inuyasha logo at the top. Bring back shirtless white-haired man. Bring him back. The commission was honestly really fun. I really enjoyed it, and it really helped my art style progress. I wasn't able to say much about the process of this drawing itself or anything, but that's because it was so long ago. I remember I did do some face studies to get his face right in my sketchbook beforehand, and I think it really paid off because his face does look way better than it was when I wasn't doing art studies and just going in with no practice or anything. My friend was very particular with how she wanted his face to look and showed me a bunch of cosplayers that looked like how she thought he would look, because obviously anime is kind of hard to translate accurately to other drawings because most have at least a little bit of same face syndrome in them. I love anime. Watch it all the time, but it does have some same face syndrome a lot, in my opinion. One more thing is that I really struggled when rendering his hair. I wasn't really sure how to go about doing it, and all of the examples of the style that I was kind of going for weren't really clear on how to achieve it, but eventually I did get it to look like how I wanted. And one last thing is for this commission, I absolutely gave up on his clothes because I wanted to draw him shirtless. Anyway, I never really enjoy rendering clothing for people or anyone, and so I put so much effort into his face, so much effort into his hair at that point that I was just ready to be done with this drawing, so I kind of half-assed the clothes, but I don't think it's too noticeable. Hopefully, just keep looking at his face, okay? Don't look at his clothes. You don't need to zoom in, right? My friend paid me for this commission in a Hatsune Miku figure. I asked them to buy me online on eBay, secondhand, my love. She's super cute, cool, pretty, awesome, and surprisingly not a bootleg, because there's always a slight chance that they'll end up a bootleg when shipped, but she does look really authentic, and I think she was, if my memory serves me right, $25 to $35, I think. I forget because it was so long ago, but it was somewhere around there, I think. But this is the Taito figure of something, because I forgot. The Taito Rody, the Miku Rody figure. Yeah, it's Rody's. That's what she's holding. Next drawing. This was a way more eventful drawing than the first one because I struggled greatly with this drawing, if I'm being so completely honest with you. For this drawing, I wanted to work a lot with color composition. Later in the drawing, you'll see how I worked really hard to keep the background a greenish color and for Steven and his lion to be a very pink color to keep the viewer's attention on them because they were the main focus. And I also made them way more vibrant than I did the background and the background characters because, again, wanted to keep the focus on them. The sketch for this, though, was absolute hell. I don't draw kids and I don't draw realistic lions, but guess what my friend wanted me to draw? Steven Universe! Full of lions and children and things I don't want to draw. It took me until I was halfway through rendering Steven's face to realize why I was struggling so much to do this drawing and why I kept putting it down to do something else. It's because usually in my drawings, I try my best to make my subjects look appealing or attractive. Like the other commission, I would say I tried very hard to make him look appealing because that's what my friend wanted, and he's a grown-ass man, so I can do that. But Steven is a kid, and it's hard to make kids look good in general, or at least to like mesh with my usual style, and obviously I can't make a kid look appealing because kids aren't appealing. I'm so sorry. So I gave up and decided to not make him look cute or good and just embrace that I can draw him ugly. Not ugly, but like kids aren't attractive. I hope they're not. But like I was trying so hard to draw him pretty because that's what I'd been trying so hard to do, and that's not what Steven is. He's a child. Another thing that was a huge struggle with translating the Steven Universe art style to my art style is the show is not really clear with what Steven's features are. Like, yes, he has a round face and curly hair, but his eyes, nose, and lips and general features really threw me for a loop trying to figure them out. So that was another struggle I had to deal with. Once I really got comfortable with the rendering, though, it was smooth sailing, luckily. Very monotonous, though, and definitely not an art piece I would choose to draw for myself, but I got $69 out of it. I got $69, man. It was originally going to be $60 because they were asking for a fully rendered lion, child, background, and 4 other characters. And oh my gosh, that's a lot to draw. But then, $60 is a good price already. I asked for $9 extra though because I thought it'd be funny. Because can't a girl have a sense of humor of a 12-year-old boy? Let a girl live. Let me live. I can't say for sure what I got with this money because I combined it with some birthday money that I got for my birthday. Happy late birthday to me. This video is going to come out like 2 months later. But I got some of the money from my family, so I'll be showing all of the MIKU figures that I bought for my birthday with the commission money and a little birthday money as well. I hope you all know the pre-order figure comes in November of 2025. So a little sad on that one, but I've been eyeing it for months and I've been wanting it for so long, and the rest are from eBay and I think they'll be arriving soon, hopefully, and I'm super excited and I hope they're not bootlegs. All right, that wraps up the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm currently trying to grow my channel, so I would really appreciate it if you could help by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you so much for your support on my videos. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye!